and David Avanesian, which it's a tough one for us because we've really taken a gamble to go to the O2 to give him the ultimate spotlight, because I feel like if you're going to take a gamble like that, if it comes off and you do it there with all the profile, you're going to be a big star, you know. So we're in a huge arena, we're selling decent amount of tickets, we're certainly not going to be filling it up, but I don't care because I want Josh Kelly to get that platform to see if he can be a superstar. And I think he'll thrive in that kind of fight. It is an absolutely brilliant fight. David Avanesian is an animal. He will not stop from the first round to however long he's in there. Josh Kelly's going to be put under immense pressure throughout the whole fight, but I think that's the kind of environment that you'll see him shine. Buatsi, Ben, Ellie Scottney making their professional debut on the card. Great fight with Luther Clay against Chris Congo on that card as well. Big fight being announced for Felix Cash on Monday. Then we go up to Newcastle, where I keep getting told off for how many fights I've got on the card. Well, basically, whenever I go to Newcastle, they collar me at the press conference, all these local managers, and go, "Oh, can I have my kid on? He'll sell 400. And I go, yeah. And then they all phone the office, ordering tickets, and go, who are these people? Oh, Eddie said he could go on. So we've got about 13 fights at the moment. We've got, obviously, Lewis Ritson against Vasquez. We've got Joe Laws. We've got Savannah Marshall fighting for the world title. You've got Thomas Patrick Ward. You've got Cash Farouk going to be making his Matchroom debut. You've got a great heavyweight fight between Simon Vallily and Fabio Wardley. You've got Chad Ellis, just had a good win. Blimey, I mean, it goes on and on. Terry Wilkinson, April Hunter, like, I don't know, just so many fights.
And what big name additions, Eddie? Because there was talk of Callum Johnson, but obviously he's been in.
Yeah, probably not. We've done, over 7,000 already up there, so we've still got a month left. It's going to be full up. Then we've got April 24th, April 17th first in Washington, which is going to be Maurice Hooker against Regis Prograis, Cecilia Brackhouse against McCaskill, hopefully the Campbell-Fortuna fight falling on that card as well. Then we've got April 24th, Terry Harper against Natasha Jonas, Kieran Conway against Nav Mansouri. Also on that card is Shannon Courtenay. Also on that card is Dante Dixon. Also on the card is Dalton Smith. Also on the card is the other kid, Anthony Tomlinson. That's the 24th. Then May the 2nd is going to be, I think May the 2nd will be one of the best cards we've ever done. You're going to have White Povetkin, Taylor Serrano, Callum Johnson against McAlkin. We're going to make Jack Cullen against Jason Quigley, and Fitz is on the card as well. Another exciting addition which we'll be announcing this week as well. That's for May the 2nd.
Scott Fitzgerald.
Yes, it'll be on the card, Fitz, yep. And then May the 23rd, we'll announce on Friday, which will be Usyk against Chisora. I don't know why I bother telling you. I'm not supposed to be announcing.
Just announced it.
Yeah. What? No, that's at the O2. So there'll be another big world title. Actually, there'll be 2 world title fights on that card for Brits, challenging for world titles.
Coley?
And there's another one I was supposed to announce this week. And then June 20th, and then also Warrington as well, which could land May the 30th. Not really, just that he fancied coming along. Yeah, well, Kid Galahad's, obviously he wants to fight Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington wants to unify, so we'll see what happens. June the 20th will be Joshua against Pulev. Some interesting fights being lined up for that card as well. That'll be announced in 2 weeks' time.
Saudi happening.
Saudi could be July the 11th. That'll be Pacquiao against Garcia or something like that. Then we've got July the 18th, which is the penciled date for Scott Fitzgerald against Anthony Fowler, the rematch. And then I'm going to fuck off for 4 weeks and then make sure that I ain't got to talk to any of you lot for the whole of summer. And then we're going to start all over again.
Finally, one more thing. Are you Dana White in disguise? Because I see you copying a lot of his content.
Yes. Well, that thing what he does, I did a shit one, basically. He's got this really nice thing where it's all like stickers, And he's like, hey, but he did it the other day. He had like a pair of tatty jeans on. I don't know what his game was, but I thought I looked smarter. Anyway, but I did it wrong. I did it on a whiteboard with writing. You couldn't even see it. So his ones are much better than mine. People do say I look like Dana White, but with hair that might not last too much longer. And also our where to watch tonight.
Yeah, I saw that. That's the thing. It was literally.
We've just copied it from the UFC. So that bit's not really groundbreaking about where it was. Yes, the setup was very similar. As I tell everyone in all our interviews, I will continuously copy what the UFC do. Everything they do is absolutely first class. Dana White is a great mind. He's a great promoter. And if I get called the Dana White of boxing. I'm very happy with that. So I have huge respect for the UFC as a brand. In fact, we are the only true international boxing promotional company in the world. There is no other promotional company that are consistently staging events in other countries without teaming up with other promoters. So there's no British promoter that's staging events in America. There's no American promoter that's staging events in the UK. They're all, Bob will do it with Frank, or Frank will do it with Bob. We are operating now in the UK, in America, in Italy, in Spain, in Saudi Arabia, in Monaco. We'll be in Canada, Germany, Japan and Australia this year. And we are going for it. We are trying to be the UFC of boxing. We probably won't get as big, but we'll give it a fucking good go.
Cheers, Eddie.
Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking the icon right here and also hit the bell button so that you can get alerts every time we upload a new video.